again, when as we were talking about Sindel,
Right, we got the boy Rain, the Purple Prince.
Rain? What player played him?
I think Rain's always been kind of a flashy character that appeals to people that like to hit buttons.
Yeah.
Rain's, though, quite a bit different in this game. Rain has traditionally been a ninja. In this game, in Liu Kang's new era, he's been completely reimagined as a mage. He's the High Mage in Sindel's court, and his moveset has substantially changed. There will be little hints and fun nods to the previous versions of Rain, like you'd expect,
Right.
but he's going to be one of the more radically altered characters, and I think it's an interesting new take. So,
And like we've done in the new era, like all the characters will have, they're still somewhat who you know. There's still stuff that's
Right.
going to bring you back to them that you loved using when you were younger.
yes.
But they've definitely changed.
Yeah, he
So,
probably has like mostly new moves to go with his new role, like his new power set. It's pretty neat, so let's check it out.
let's do it.
So you'll notice right off
That
the
was
bat,
great.
he has
I love
a
his
new
design.
weapon, which is his wizard staff. And he uses it in most of his normal attacks. And he is definitely now much less of a physical fighter.
I will
than
say,
he's
from
ever
watching his gameplay, he's not as fast as he
Very
used to be. But he,
powerful.
like,
been.
you know, it looks like he does have some nice long buns. So you're probably meant to play more of like a medium
A
range.
couple
with
normals
him.
I really wanted to talk about. Like
Medium
even
long.
his swing. Instead of using his foot, he literally uses his water staff. This is definitely
I love the
cool.
kick.
I love that like
It's
kick.
so good.
It's so cool.
And you'll notice the water leaves the top, gets in there, and then comes back to the top.
Right. I absolutely love it.
I will say, Rain is definitely the type of character I would play. Like, I like that, like,
2,
really control them in the middle
2, 1, 3.
with like long buttons.
Really good.
Catch 'em out with it.
Pretty quick. It's also got forward 3, which is an overhead, into a double overhead, and he gets a pop-up.
It's cool that's a pop-up, but like that startup, oof. You're not gonna be catching anybody with that,
Normal I really wanted to show.
pretty much. You know, you gotta like really call them out on that.
Which,
That's a very,
even though he's
you gotta make them block low a lot. You gotta condition them to block low. Oh, look at that. He's got his around the world kick. Yeah, I think it's his, it's his back four. That's crazy.
If you hold it, he gets a combo. And he can also
Sick. That's so
pull
sick.
out of the hold to take you out.
Okay.
There you go. See, I'm good. And let's check out his throw, which is a nice nod to the classic water bubble. He goes in with you, and then you burst out. So you can see his normal attacks are very fresh and different. And I think the water effects are awesome. So you want to go into a special move?
I'm gonna be honest, the water effects in MK11 I think are way nicer than MK1's. I don't know, the water in this game looks a little too cartoony to me.
Start with his
I don't know if you guys, I don't know if
straight projectile,
anybody else feels
which
that.
Takes up a ton of real estate.
Yeah, but here we go. They kind of, and they really did make, they turned him from like a hyperactive ninja into like a, to just like a fucking zoner mage.
Stagger.
Kind of like they kind of gave him the Scarlet treatment if you think about it. Remember in MK9 how Scarlet was very like in your face, up close, mixing you up, and then MK11 they turned her to like more of like a zoner. They did the exact same thing to Rain, where in MK11, you know, he was in your face, mixing you up, but now they turn him into a zoner. It kind of sucks, you know, especially if you're like a OG Rain fan, but I think I'll try him out. I think I'll try him
It
out.
actually allows him to pop up for combos. So I think it's pretty cool. Again,
Don't get me wrong, Rain still looks sick as shit.
full, you know, full
But again, to be fair, I guess he's no longer a
projectile
ninja, he is a mage.
Now, one thing would be, well, what happens if they're using projectiles against him? And he has a water bubble where he surrounds himself in water, and any projectile is going to be negated. He'll actually just be
So in a way, that move is reminiscent of his
And this is something that you
MK11
can
move,
set up,
where he could turn himself
go
into
behind,
water
go
and like
into
projectiles
the wall.
and special moves
Exactly. But if he
and
EXs,
like physical moves that go through him. But this one, he can actually move. He can be not stationary anymore, which is pretty sick. Kind of like that. I wish he kind of had that in MK11. That would have been pretty cool. That way he can negate a lot of wake ups.
Gotcha.
I feel like they should have kept that for MK1.
You could set
But it makes sense
water
that
portals.
he's not
set
a
them
water
anywhere
god
you want.
anymore, you know. Here we go. Now we're thinking about portals, ladies and gentlemen.
So you could do cool stuff, like set one here, go in, when you want to get out, warp back to where you were. Or, when you're in, you can set one, do some fun zoning, and then use this.
I'll be honest though, I don't see the use of these portals,
And then you
you
can
know?
go straight into combos, fun stuff like that. Now, once you've established that you're willing to teleport or throw out some of these fireballs, and the opponent's scared to move, you can start using the whirlpool. And he has
What the
close,
hell?
medium, and far. These will go on the ground, and if the opponent walks into it,
Oh, that's
they
sick.
get
Oh, so he's got
popped up
traps. Okay,
combos.
that's pretty sick.
I love how he just grabs the top of his staff and
Yes,
throws it down.
it is so cool looking. Another move he has is his geyser. This is a pretty good advancing special. You can
Not the
do it
guys are from MK11.
And if he exit, it has armor. So it's a good wake up attack, a good way to do pressure. And I think it would be one of his best combo moves. And then lastly, one more awesome full range move that kind of shows the full extent of his power.
Oh, nice.
So cool.
And this is a move that he can actually hold
That's cool. Popped
or
up.
cancel and just drop down. So you can do stuff like you're doing your water ball, and what's called a fireball, and it's literally the opposite of that. Go into this, take out the opponent, immediately drop down.
Yeah, I can see how that would be cool in the corner.
You can do all kind of stuff. Set up portals.
I don't know if that one's gonna be
doing
very
that
practical.
Undergod move, cancel it, go through the portal, just all kind of options for this screen. I think
Like I can see you using that,
it'd be
like
really
teleporting with
encouraging
the
to kind of
portals.
freeze them up full screen and get in and start doing his mix-ups. And speaking of the mix-ups, let's kind of show how he can use his cameo and go with that. I assigned him Striker because
Ooh, the
I
boy
think
Striker.
a cop tuning with a wizard is the exact kind of thing you see in Mortal Kombat, right? So the first thing I'll
Cop and
show
a
with
wizard.
Striker is he has his grenade toss. Straight out of MK3, comes in, throws the double grenades. You can
Striker, we
throw
missed you,
low
buddy.
or high. And you can
Yeah, last time we saw him was an
imagine
MK9, dog.
they can come out while Rain is doing his attacks. So you can do stuff.
I don't know. I feel like it's surprising that they never brought him back for X and 11, considering X and 11 were very
They
like
can also aid you in combat.
special forces heavy in the
So
story.
you can do stuff like
But the fact that they didn't bring him back, kind of like sucks. It would have been cool if they brought him
Striker
back.
also has a set of baton moves. He's got Cat Bop, where he comes in and does an overhead. And the classic baton.
Oh, he doesn't have his roll baton anymore. Damn.
So,
Got
great
access to
example.
both of them.
Yes. So, one thing you could do. You got your overhead. The opponent's stand blocking
How
all
punishable
the time because they don't want to
It's
get
got to be
popped
very
up.
punchable, right?
What am I
Kind of like a, because if it's reminiscent to Sub-Zero's, where
You can also do
in
this in
you
a
know how
string.
Sub-Zero has like the
Overhead,
overhead that
you can
pops
do
up. I bet you it's
overhead,
just as
low.
punishable.
Then they get used to the timing. They're like, oh, I'm one of these like Ninja Killer or Sonic people with good reflexes.
I'm not one of those. I like to
Then
claim
you
I
start
am, but
doing
I'm not.
stuff Like, Cock Bop. Mix it up. So just from this 50-50, you can use Striker to have more 50-50s.
The thing is, though, it's a knockdown. It's not a pop-up.
That's the key. That's
Got it.
all you have to do.
Got it.
Like a famous football player once said, it's more than a 50-50.
Because if the overhead version of the
Lastly,
baton that Striker had
Striker
popped
has
up, I think it would be
one more
pretty
move,
nice.
which I
But
think
to be
is
fair, he
probably
does
my
have
favorite.
this next one.
My favorite thing is to use the sports reference.
Well, sort of.
Half and half.
Striker comes from behind. in
Man,
handcuffs,
so freeze!
And this gives you a
Freeze.
reset. Then you get a bunch of.
No, I'm
advantage
BMing
that you
people
can
with
go
that one,
for
dog.
mix-ups.
Okay.
I know there's a
You're gonna get
brutality where it's like, it doesn't kill them, but he just like he just puts them in the handcuffs
Then
and
go in
the game
and
ends.
Continue your offense. So like you could start a combo with your overhead, go into the handcuffs, and then make them guess low.
Got it.
It's super
That's
fun.
really cool.
Yeah.
So is it unblockable? Oh no. Oh, it's a high, so they
So
do
I
have
think
to
that's,
block it.
That's Rain and Striker, and I maybe go into his fatal blow.
Let's take a look.
And I'll just say Strider is my favorite fatal blow.
Okay.
Oh yeah, police brutality coming up, baby. It's fucking mag dumps in you that hits her with a taser and destroys her sternum. Oh. You say you're wet?
All right. That was Rain.
Yep.
That looks sick, man. I might try him. I
Rain
might try him.
That'll be awesome.
He's definitely not washed up.
No, some fresh moves.
Oh,
Make your
it's terrible.
mouth salty.
Come on, Steph. You can do better than that.